Hi, Virgos. Karina here, your lucid living coach. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive transformational life coach and astrologist, and I'm here to give a special card reading and transit reading for all my Virgos. Now, the new moon that's happening on April 1st, 2022 is happening in your 8th house. Okay. This has to do with, it's a Scorpio house. So it has to do with transformation above all. And it also has to do with joint finances, inheritance and debt, like through loans. Maybe people owe you, maybe the government owes you, getting that squared away, anything that you owe others, getting that squared away. And it also is a deep connection sexual house. So sexuality is going to increase, the need and desire to have sex and connect with someone deeply. So if you're in a committed relationship, this is a great time to go deeper in that in bed. And if you are not and you're single, it's time to get out and mingle, if you know what I'm saying. Allowing yourself to have some fun. However, you definitely want to be in a connection that is more deep and not surface. So yeah, there might be some things coming up for you. It might be a hard transit if you feel very uncomfortable being alone, with your own thoughts and feelings. But yeah, you're definitely digging up some stuff. Looks like you have a lot of luck, and in your contracts, so your business partnerships and your marriages, your friendships. You could also not be seeing these clearly as well. You have a lot of motivation and energy and drive in your 6th house of work. And if you don't have a lot of it, that could be very frustrating. You want to create more beauty and balance and abundance in your daily routines and your health habits. Saturn's in your 6th house, and it's really, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're really feeling that on a daily level. So if you're drinking too much, or you're not exercising, you're not eating healthy, you're really going to feel that weight of Saturn in your health. So you definitely want to get that squared away. Like I said, the new moon's in your 8th house. The eclipses that are happening at the end of April are happening in your 9th house of what you believe, your philosophies. Wait, hold on. 7th, 8th, 9th. Yeah. In your beliefs, your philosophies, you might want to have an itch to travel. You might have opportunity to travel. You might have opportunity to get into a new program. This could be education, furthering your education, getting in a technical program. It's a really good time to start moving things forward. Then, yeah. So if you want more money and you want to create more abundance in your life, then start for this new moon, April 1st. And for the eclipse that's happening April 30th, you might just get a little surprise in that area of travel and education. You might even have the motivation and the energy to move those forward. So let's see what the cards have to say for all my Virgos out there. Virgo rising, Virgo moons, Virgo suns. The 10 of Earth, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So this is asking you to really ground into your value, what you desire, what you want to manifest. This is let's look up that card, 10 of Earth. 10 of Earth. 10 of Earth. Abundance and financial security are at hand. You've established a lasting foundation of success in business. With this success comes feelings of freedom, material comfort, satisfaction in your accomplishments, and the capacity to enjoy yourself are now yours. Still, it is important to appreciate the little things in life. Your family life is strong, secure, and peaceful. This may include your blood relatives, a chosen family, or a community of people to whom you strongly relate. You draw great comfort from those around you and know that you've been extremely blessed. So yeah, you are being blessed in your 7th house. Like I said, Jupiter, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. You have Cancer in your 11th house for your rising Virgos. And yeah, let's see what else do these cards have to say for my Virgos. Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Virgo moons. Oh, got the 10 of the 10 of wands. So you might be working too hard. You might be trying to push so many things forward that you're getting burnt out. Like you could have physical burnout. These are burdens. These are taking on extra work and your hard work. And this is really just got to come to an end for your life to be sustainable. Maybe you're working so much that you're not getting the payoffs because you're working hard and not necessarily smarter. So let's see what else is coming out for my Virgos. Ooh, 8 of Cups. You're definitely having to walk away from something that is not satisfying you, like on an emotional level, a spiritual level. Like there's definitely something in your maybe in your the way that your beliefs, your relationships, your thought patterns, you really have to find a solid stable ground. And looks like there's just a lot of emotion here that you need to find something that is drier, some higher ground. Okay. We also have the 9 of Swords. Now, this is someone that is really beat up by life. And so the 9 of Wands reversed, like I pulled it, is it, it's tapping into your inner resources. This is overwhelm and struggle and paranoia and defensiveness. This has a lot to do with some 8th house stuff. Maybe, like you just don't feel like you have enough help or resources from the outside world, because this is courage and persist and having faith moving forward. But it just seems like you have a lack of faith. And the fact that you got the 8 of Cups, this is abandonment and disappointment and withdraw and escapism. Like you definitely want to step it up. And all these cards are telling me you're working too hard, you're doing too much, and you're not getting the payoffs. And there's shit that you need to just walk away from. people, places, things, businesses, but it's not something that you have to completely destroy. Just small little adjustments and small little moves can get you a pretty far. But you really have to dial those things in so you're working smarter, not harder, and moving away from the negative thought patterns. The eighth house is a very transformational house. It's not one of the fun houses. And, you know, there is a lot of energy and action happening up here. So Gemini and Virgos are both associated with Mercury, the planet Mercury. And Mercury is conjunct this new moon in that eighth house of it's like a hidden, it's like it's also like maybe sexual healing or traumas are found here, like darker things. And so you're really trying to work through that right now. But this new moon is going to give you some good direction to start moving things forward, because if you don't feel well, if you don't feel right, then we need to adjust and make changes. So you got the tarot, which is weird because I just pulled all those tarot cards, but the tarot reading will inspire, give guidance, and create new paths for you. A reading is objective. There is no external authority deciding if you have been good enough to be rewarded or bad enough to have something taken away. For everything in the outside world is a reflection of the inner. Allow a reading to be what it is. Objective material flowing from your higher self to alert you to the truth and the essence of you. A reading can show you where your life potential is. However, if you are not willing to make the changes that are being shown to you or have brought you to have a reading, nothing will change. Each experience gives you the opportunity to move away from fearful thinking. You have the potential to be whomever you want. So this card is being pulled because we could hyper focus on certain things in the physical world, in the material world, and really not see it in the correct light. God uses everything to give us messages. So if you are watching this video, then you have manifested this reading into your life. God is blessing you with this message. And however that God wants to give you the message is of good and is of light. So let's move on to the Starseed Oracle. Virgo. Anything want to come out? Okay. I'm going to move on over to the threads of fate for my Virgos. Thing here for Virgos. Anything. Okay. Got the ancestor card. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's the first card, 89. This card is encouraging you to deepen your relationship with your ancestors and bring whatever you want guidance on to them. If you have not already done so, making an altar just to your ancestors is a good way to begin. You can ask them what they want as offerings and put pictures or symbols of them on it as well. It may be a good idea to take a pilgrimage, if possible, to the place they once lived. If not, learn as much as you can about them and where they came from. You may ask them if there is any healing that you can do for them. It is important to honor our ancestors and where we come from. Do so however you can. This card may also signal a need to tend to your ancestral traumas. You can inherit the suffering of those in our lineage. This is an opportunity for you to remove blocks within yourself, but also to release your ancestors from the trauma as well. So it reverberates down our entire lineage. So while you may view it as something that hinders us, try to view it as a way of healing many more than just yourself. Sometimes we can become resilient on the guidance of others. It is important to remain sovereign and independent when holding counsel. Understand that working with your ancestors is different than working with other guides or allies. They will have their own opinions about you and your life. You may need to use discretion. So that's an interesting card, as this new moon is in your 8th house and the eclipse is in your 9th house of your beliefs. So, I mean, a lot of our beliefs are passed down from generation to generation. If you believe that you're unworthy, or you believe that you're not good enough, I mean, these beliefs stem from, you know, could be from the past. So yeah, that's good to look into. I'm going to pull from Nature's Whisper. All right, Virgos, I'm just wrapping up your reading pretty shortly here. What do we got for Virgos for this new moon in Aries? Oh, is that a card flip? Sounded like it. Be true to your heart. Yeah, you have Pluto in the 5th house. So there is a lot of transformation happening for you with your children. Maybe your children are going through some kind of transformation, or your relationship with your children are transforming. This is also the house of, if you have no kids, this is a house of inner child and being creative, like being able to express yourself. And maybe that's transforming, really maybe being able to express yourself and your true, authentic desires, and transforming your artistic creative endeavors. Maybe you're feeling a need to do art, or maybe your art is starting to transform. So be true to yourself is card 26. In this moment, draw on the energies of harmony and union when making a choice. The current situation is best supported using intuition, not intellect. There may be a difficult decision to be made that are not necessarily about love. Consciously be aware of what interests you, what attracts your attention, what stirs your imagination, creates passion in your life. Do your best to ignore the persuasion of what others might say or think. Trust yourself and don't allow your opinions to be swayed. So really, this card is saying to be true. Be true to yourself, be true to your heart, be true to your desires, and your relationships will transform. All right, I'm feeling called to pick one more card. You know what? I'll do it from the Gaia Oracle. Okay. What do we got for Virgo risings? Virgo moons and Virgo suns. Whoa. Yin and yang, creating harmony through balance. Harmony through balance. Balancing yourself and your needs with the needs of others. So here's the card. It's definitely asking some inner balance. And that butterfly probably symbolizes that 8th house of transformation and the 5th house of, you know, you're transforming your heart. You're transforming how you love, how you express love. How do you show love? How do you express your art? How your relationship with yourself, your children, your heart. Okay. So this is currently dishonorary in some area of, there's disharmony in some area of your life due to your refusal to accept certain aspects of your personality. Nothing about you is bad. Every trait or quality you possess serves a worthwhile purpose, which I totally said that in my new moon Aries video. Moreover, any trait or quality that you think you lack, you actually have. Make a list of all the things about you that you don't like. Then think about how each of these things serves you and others in some way. Next, make a list of all the things that you do like about yourself. It is natural to believe that your positive qualities undoubtedly serve both you and others. However, for every perceived positive, there is also a negative. Now, think about the negative aspects of your perceived positives. This process takes a bit of time and requires an open heart and a mind. It is definitely a worthwhile exercise, for in the end, you will hopefully see that nothing is actually good or bad. Every aspect of you serves both you and others. Owning, accepting, and loving what is without wanting to change it will lead you to experience a happier, healthier, and more harmonious life. I love and accept all that I am. There is nothing to change. There is only love. Every aspect of me serves both me and others in some way. I create health, wealth, and harmony. By loving what is, all I accept and love transforms to ever greater love. Well, that's a beautiful card because I know you Virgos, Virgo rising, Virgo moons, Virgo suns can be so damn critical on ourselves and on others. I have a Virgo moon. I understand this. My mother is a Virgo sun. I know Virgo risings. We are all very work oriented. We love to help through our work and in getting things done. We are organizers, we're planners, we're overseers. We analyze. We could analyze data, no problem, but we could analyze everything as well. And it can get a little overwhelming. So we could nitpick ourselves to pieces. And so we just got to focus on the positive, the light, the things that we want to manifest, the things that we want to move forward, and the love that we want in our life. And, you know, this could be with our children. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. The 12th house, Mars, Taurus. So the 12th house of Taurus, there is definitely some stuff that is coming up from our unconscious. And there's Mars in the 12th house is, just a lot of action coming up in our unconscious and the things that we're not seeing. And maybe that's our value. Maybe we need to focus on our value and our relationships and friendships. Let's see. First, 12, 11, 10, 9. Oh, and our beliefs. We need to really focus on what we're saying to ourselves, what we believe that we can manifest, or what we believe we deserve, and really just tap into the past, like our ancestors. Ask for guidance. If you have family members that's crossed over, like a great grandma, a grandma, a grandpa, anyone of a family member that's crossed over, just asking for guidance and releasing them. There's actually, let me see if I can find that thing. Hold on. Okay, so I found it. If you want to release your ancestors, okay, for this new moon in Aries, from what that card says, you could do this offering. I've done it before. It's called Trapanam, and it's you can find a video on YouTube. The one I used was by Astroved, and it's how to do ancestor offering Trapan. Here, I'll show you. Okay, right there. That video right there is the video that shows you what to do. But essentially, you just get black sesame seeds, white rice, a coin, and Darba grass. And a lot of people don't have Darba grass. I actually just found it, I think, on Etsy or Amazon, and you don't need it, but I do mine with Darba grass. So what you do is you get white rice and you get some black seeds, and then you get a coin. And I actually put a coin that was given to me by my great grandpa, and then a little piece of Darba grass. If you know me and you are Virgo rising, Virgo moon, and you'd like to do this releasing ceremony, I have some to share. So just ask if you're local. And you put it in your hand and you invite your ancestors to take this offering. So you're like offering something to them, and you could just say, the 6 generations on my mother's side, the 6 generations on my father's side of ancestors, take this offering in energy, be healed, be at peace, and cross into the light. And please don't forget to bless me. And so this is a little ritual that you can do to release your ancestors, forgive, release anything, and to kind of cut ties and go your own way. And even, parents or anyone that has crossed over, and maybe even ancestors that you don't know. I mean, 6 generations on each side is a lot. And we hold on to, and we carry over some of that energy if we don't know how to release it. And, there's a lot of people that are into tapping in, doing past life regressions and stuff like that. And that probably also helps get in tune to help release some of these past lives, these past energies. So, all right, Virgos, I've talked enough. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I do card readings just like these, but using your birth chart, and transit readings, progressed readings, and birth chart readings. I also do life coaching, and I use your chart and the energies to help prepare you for big changes and shifts that happen in our lives. So peace out. Thank you for joining your Lucid Living Coach, Karina.